Hey everyone, we're the Prepper Brothers, and today we're going to try out some different fire starting methods.
So first, I'm going to try out and see how flammable this cotton ball is. Just to see if I can light this with the ferro rod. So that worked pretty well.
Successful test.
Okay, alright, test number 2. I put some petroleum jelly on the cotton ball thing to hopefully expand the burning time a little bit. You still want to have some surface area for the flame to ignite. This is a mess. Well, anywho.
Light your fingers on fire.
I'm getting it all over the fire starter. There we go. So this was a lame attempt, but you can tell that it is burning longer than it did originally, so that's pretty cool. Then it burned out. Interesting.
Alright, so we're going to try hand sanitizer. Just going to try and light that. It's supposed to be flammable, and a lot of you may carry this in your pack, so I'm going to try and use that as a little fire starter here. I don't know how flammable it is. It's not working, Ray. It's hitting it, but it's not. But why not? Let's try. See if there's some magnesium on there. It's just flying everywhere, but there's specks in there. You want a nice pile. Burning every part of it except what the alcohol's on. So, I don't know. That doesn't look too flammable to me.
So that's a fail.
I'd say that's a fail. Alright, so we tried a little experiment with the hand sanitizer because it's supposed to be flammable, has alcohol in it. So you can see the active ingredients. You can see the directions there. It does say flammable. So we thought, something's not right. Why don't we see it going? So we're going to try it indoors and do a little experiment indoors and see what happens with it. So take this one. So we got a little bit of sanitizer there. Alright. And there we go. It's burning pretty good. So I'm not quite sure why it wasn't doing that outside. I don't know, maybe the flame we just didn't see. So this is a more controlled environment though, so I don't know. But so obviously it is flammable, so you definitely get your fire started with that. So, and we're back. Well, we made our attempts with the fire starting, and we've had some successes and probably a little bit more failures on there. So we're going to just kind of talk about our different tools that we use to start these fires. Let's go ahead and start.
All right, the first item I'm going to talk about is the ferro rod itself, the flint striker. I think it works really well. I think there is a coating on there, kind of protecting the rod itself. But once you get that off, you can kind of see, like the silver side is where you get the spark from, and then on the black side is kind of where the coating is. So you kind of have to scrape that off a bit. But once you get down to the silver part, it works pretty well. The other thing I found is that you need to be at an angle and have the side that says up on the striker. You can't really see that. It does say up, I promise. Have that facing up, and then strike at an angle downwards and pretty fast and repetitive, and that seems to work pretty well. So I think overall I'm pretty happy with this flint striker.
I noticed on my striker on the magnesium block here that it definitely started to wear, and once it started to wear, the spark just really diminished. You can just kind of see the unevenness. It still got a bit of the rod on there, but I don't know, I just wasn't getting very good spark after a while. I'm just going away at it and scraping off the magnesium bits. The other issue I had with it is it seems you needed a lot of magnesium in a pile to get that fire going. But once that happened, it would start that fire pretty easily. But the problem was getting that pile. If you have a windy day, the magnesium is just flying everywhere, so it's not really easy to get a good pile. The best attempt I had at it was I put it all in an egg container, an egg carton that was cardboard, and that seemed to build up the flame pretty good. But all in all, I'll probably say stick with what you know. But
All right, the next thing I tried was cotton balls and petroleum jelly. I did notice that the cotton, when you tear it up, it catches fire really easily with the ferro rod, so that's awesome. And then I did also notice I didn't do a very good job of coating it with petroleum jelly. And when you're doing this, from what I've heard, you're not supposed to completely cover. You are supposed to leave some cotton, obviously, to ignite. But with the petroleum jelly on it, I did find that it was burning for a longer period of time. It wasn't much longer. Again, I did a really bad job of coating it, but I thought that it did add a burn time to it. And so that's awesome. I think this is a great thing to have in your bug out bag as tinder, as a fire starter. So it's good.
so just to touch on it again too, we when we had the outside the hand sanitizer, we didn't even see a flame. Couldn't even get it going. Put a cotton ball about right by it, and it didn't seem to ignite. indoors when we did our experiment. That seemed to work pretty well and burned for a nice amount of time. So um, definitely something that I would probably just keep on hand and keep in my bag. Try out some more and make some more fires. So. Well, to wrap things up, we had a kind of a difficult time getting some things started, but that's the whole point. You know, you want to use your equipment and get familiar with it, or else it's not going to do you any good when you're in some kind of situation where you might need to use it to survive. So, but you want to stick with what you know. You know, if you just are familiar with matches and you know, a Zippo lighter, you know, put that in your bag. It's better to know how to use the equipment than to just have all this other stuff and not be able to use it. Thanks everyone for watching the video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed our video. And we also want to see your fire starting skills. So go ahead and send us a reply video. That'd be awesome. We'll be happy to watch it.
And that brings us to the question of the day. And our question is, what's your go-to tinder? What's your favorite, most reliable tinder that you use in your bug out bag? Let us know.
With that, Jimmy, you have anything else?
Nope.
See you later.